What's up, YouTube? It's your boy BEARDABEAST, and we're back with another banger. Hey, I've been loving, matter of fact, shout out Naughty Gang. Shout out Naughty Gang off the rip. Shout out Naughty Gang. I've been loving the fact that you guys have been commenting, and these are really great points because in the video, I might say something, and then y'all might be like, yo, talk about that topic right there a little bit more. I want to hear about that. So, my dog KCMD did what he said, right? He say, you brought up a point about the gap between comp and 2K League players. Curious to know your thoughts about the difference between the two. All right, so let's talk about the difference between comp players and 2K League players. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking comp as in not comp rec. I'm talking about people who are better than comp rec, people who are better than like some of the best park players. I'm talking about WR, MPPA, UPA, SEBA players, and I'm talking about stage 10K players. I ain't talking about the people that be in the stage playing 5K, 2.5. I'm talking about comp, the big dogs. I'm talking about the big dogs of 2K. I think a lot of these people had a chance to comp people. Had a lot of, I think these people had a good chance to make it into the 2K League. Just depends on what was going on at that time in Pro-Am. So let's get into it. So with top stage players, right? People playing WR, NPBA, there's a gap, and people don't like to acknowledge how good 2K League players are. Trust me, I have no reason. It's over, right? So I have no reason to lie. I don't care to lie. I'm not saying, hey, I'm so good of a player. I'm saying their ability with a controller is unbelievable. I stuck around because I was older, and a lot smarter. So I stuck around from IQ alone. That's the only reason I got on the floor. I would do things that an 18, 21-year-old kid just wouldn't do. They wouldn't talk a lot. They didn't want to do the little things like box out every play, call out rotations. And then I would study the game film-wise, but doing all the dribble moves and doing all the animations and doing all the glitches and being on, that wasn't me. So, but from a skill point wise, stick wise, these guys in the 2K League are unbelievable, and their IQ is pretty good as well. So let's jump into it. Now, somebody made a point like, man, Bear, in the comments, they was like, yo, Bear, I don't like that you said in your comp versus casual video that if you just go play in SEBA or go play in WR, you pay to play, you comp. I don't like that, because if I suck and I just go sit in the corner and I just so happen to tell everybody else on the team, hey, I'm gonna pay for it, come hoop with me, and they come hoop, that make me comp. That's basically what he was saying, and I gotta agree with that. So things that I say, you can always dive deeper into it, right? So that's a great point. So to that point, you're absolutely right. Whoever said that in the comments, you're absolutely right. You just go sit in the corner, you don't do nothing all game. You're not comp. You're playing that, but you're trying to become comp, and I respect that. But what you actually do when we start to break down what comp is, you ain't comp. You ain't doing enough. Now, comp compared to NBA 2K League Pros. NBA 2K League Pros, it's your job. So now you're going to practice, right? We will go to practice every single day with our same 5 people every day. We're practicing anywhere from 6 to 10, 12 hours a day, because sometimes we go home and get runs in, and we're doing this 4 to 5 times a week. Now, with your Pro-Am team on the comp set, and you're not getting that much bump, you're not getting that much chemistry, you're not getting that much run with the same team over and over and over and over and over again. So these pros got a lot longer time to just dial in and nerd the game out, and you get to do this with the team, so you're also building chemistry. So it's in a organized professional setting. So that's a huge difference between Pro-Am and then that pro level, because you get to build this thing called chemistry. Now, certain Pro-Am teams have this chemistry, right? If we go from an individual player to another individual player, let's start with point guards. This point guard is comp. He played WR. This other guy is a 2K League Pro. And let's say the comp guy going to the rec, he could score 40, 50 a game. He's a dog at 2K. 2K League Pro can go into it and he could score. He can go into the rec, score 40 or 50 a game, and you would say, man, they the same. Them two dudes the same. It ain't no gap. Here's the difference right here. That 2K League Pro is gonna have something that's extraordinary. He's gonna have something that's top level. Let's say if it's 25 teams, 25 pros, he's gonna do something probably top 5 level, whether it's shooting, IQ, hitting the slip, reading the corner, calling out rotations, certain dribble move packages, certain combo move packages. It's gonna be top tier. He's gonna have like a top 5 talent in something. So a guy could use like Vandy. I could say Vandy. Let's say a comp PG and then Vandy. So a comp PG and then you look at Vandy. Vandy, I think Vandy did end up winning in the league. Took him a long time, but Vandy is one of the most talented guys on 2K. But just didn't win a lot. But when you talk about just straight skill and being great with the controller, Vandy was there, right? So compare Vandy to an average point guard or a comp point guard. That comp point guard ain't gonna dribble the way Vandy do. Vandy gonna have top 5 handles on the game. He got top 5. Is his IQ gonna be just as good as a Mooch or a Keena or a BEARDABEAST or JBM? No, Vandy ain't got that. Is it gonna be better than this comp guard? Yes. He's gonna have more IQ than this comp guard. And if he doesn't have more IQ than this comp guard, he's gonna have 50 times better dribbling ability. So these guys were elite of the elite, top of the top, cream of the crop at something. These guys were elite. So I would use a guy like Mooch. Mooch didn't have the best dribbles, but he was a guy that didn't miss. If Mooch got open, you gonna get popped. And the thing is, if he don't get open because he used the screen so well, Mooch is now going to use the screen really well. And if he's not open, he's going to make the right read. So they have this ability that's above comp players. Comp players is going to not. And when you take top of the top comp players, let's go with like Jack threes, right? Jack threes. Jack is, if you're talking about those, if you're only gonna give me a handful of guys that's you gonna say top 3 guys that's coming up in Pro-Am, they're probably gonna get drafted. I'm talking about that list after those guys, not the guys that's about to get drafted into the league. Just a normal comp guy, and you compare him to a 2K League Pro. There's a big gap from passing, dribbling, shooting. These guys on a professional level, IQ is insane. So they can beat you by doing one thing all game. A guy that plays comp, he ain't gonna be able to sit there and beat you with one thing all game. And if he can, this 2K League Pro gonna be able to beat you with another trick. And they probably got 3 to 5 tricks that they can beat you with all game long. And with that comp player, he just one trick pony, or he might got 2. But the better you become in mastering, more tricks in your hat. I got more tricks in the hat. I got more rabbits to pull out the hat. The better type of 2K player you're gonna become. Now, moving on. So, if we talk about just the skills and stick, most of this was offense, right? Now, when you implement a defense of professionals on a 2K pro side and a comp side, it's so much of a step above. So, like I said before, the chemistry, right? You're playing with this crazy chemistry. So now you start to know, like, I'm playing on the string. When you step up, I'm automatically going. When I go, my corner's dropping. We're rotating. The rotations in 2K League, them defenses are, woo, boy, some bump. It's some bump, boy. I'm talking about it's some bump. So to where if you're playing in WR, right? You might, let's say playing WR season, you play 30 games. You might play against the worst team in the league, and then you play against the 25th team in the league, and you play against the 16th team in the league, and then you play against, top 3 team in the league. In the 2K League, you about to go play against JDM, you about to go play against Keena, you about to play Vandy, you're gonna play BEARDABEAST, you're gonna play Shifty Kai, you're gonna play Greens, you're gonna play Hoodie Kai. It's no break. So, and then when you think about all those point guards, right? Then you take on the defenses. You about to play the Raptors defense, you about to go play the Wizards defense, you're gonna play the Warriors defense. It don't get easy. Every game is a knocker. Every game you're playing against the most sweats of all sweats. These dudes, me and you can have a normal conversation. majority of the league, 80% of the league, bro, you go put a woman in front of their face. I'm talking about. I can't even show you how they act, cause I'm about to say Twitch. YouTube would kick me off. YouTube would kick me off the game. You can't even show how them boys act when they got a woman in front of their face. A lot of these dudes ain't normal, bro. All they know is 2K, so they are really, really, really talented. They're really good. Trust me. So the way a comp player would react in a game where it's an immense amount of pressure, guys are moving around, flying around, the lockdowns know the animations just as good as the point guards know the animations. So you playing just comp, a guy could go sit in the corner, but that's all he knows is sitting in the corner. If you think of Day Fry or Cease, they can load up into the rec. These are multiple championships in 2K League. They'll load up in the rec and play point guard, shooting guard, lockdown, power forward, center. They play it all at a high level. You put a center in the 2K League, you can go put him in the rec, he'll drop 50. At the comp level, you go put that center into the rec, say run point guard, he might not know not one animation to dribble with. So it's a step up. It's just that little notch, that little step. It was a great question. You wanted me to go into it. I only got 10 minutes at a time, so at that moment I'm gonna be cutting off. If y'all want me to dive deeper into these topics, let me know in the comment section. Make sure you sub up. It's your boy BEARDABEAST. We out.